On April 2, 2025, former President Donald Trump ignited global economic turmoil by announcing sweeping tariffs on over 90 countries, claiming the world had long exploited America. His unexpected move triggered a global market crash, wiping out trillions of dollars and sparking fears of a worldwide recession. Major markets from Hong Kong and Japan to Germany and India plunged sharply. The most aggressive move was a 34% tariff on China, which quickly retaliated in kind. What followed was a tit-for-tat escalation, with both nations hiking tariffs to a staggering 125%. These tariffs, traditionally used to protect domestic industries or boost government revenue, were imposed without negotiation, driven by Trump's flawed formula, basing tariffs on half the U.S. trade deficit percentage. Even uninhabited Antarctic islands weren't spared. Citing a national emergency, Trump controversially used executive powers to justify the policy. In retaliation, countries like China, Canada, and the EU strategically targeted industries tied to Trump's voter base, dealing heavy blows to American farmers and manufacturers. Businesses like MrBeast's chocolate company faced rising costs, with some considering moving production overseas. Economists warned that history had seen similar disasters. The McKinley Tariff of 1890 and Smoot-Hawley Act of 1930 both deepened depressions. Since World War II, the U.S. had led efforts toward global free trade, but Trump's erratic policy reversals, like pausing tariffs for 90 days for some nations while keeping China's sky high, undermined those efforts. Accusations of market manipulation surfaced after Trump tweeted, "Buy stocks," just before lifting tariffs. Critics saw either recklessness or a strategic gamble to isolate China, but the result was global instability. Trade-dependent businesses were thrown into chaos, and small exporters faced collapse. Singapore's Prime Minister warned of the historical link between trade wars and actual wars, evoking pre-World War II tensions. Trump's inconsistent actions, paired with his disregard for international institutions like the WTO, shook global confidence and invited economic nationalism. Allies began questioning America's reliability, and while Trump promised economic liberation, his tariffs inflated consumer prices, severed supply chains, and failed to address core issues like automation and wage stagnation. As China's defiance grew, so did concerns over declining U.S. influence. The world now watches with unease, bracing for more unpredictability in a trade war that risks long-term economic and geopolitical fallout.